Hello and welcome everybody to another landscape photography critique. Today I've got 10 pictures from Akshay, and of course, as always, if you would like to submit your own pictures, then just be sure to check out the link in the description below. So let's get started here with the first picture. Absolutely beautiful graduation in terms of color throughout the whole sky. Really love that. And you shot this at 8 minutes, very long exposure, but I think it's just right in this case. There's just enough movement in the clouds, and it's also not too much. They're still, recognizable. Overall, I really do like the picture, but you've added quite a lot of noise reduction, which is obvious. You have to do that if you use such a long shutter speed. But I would make the front, this part right here, a bit darker, so there's at least a little bit of graduation and differentiation in the foreground as well. So other than that, other than making this foreground part a little bit darker, I think you have an amazing picture. And once again, absolutely love the colors. So let's see here, another amazing picture. Let's just zoom in here. Yeah, really amazing scenery, beautiful water, beautiful clouds as well. And personally, I would make the foreground a little bit less orangey, but at the end that's definitely up to you to choose. But I would have either stepped a step to the left or a step to the right, because how the rock is right here in the foreground, I don't mind it very much, but I think it could be a lot more pleasing if it would be more towards the right or towards the left, probably more towards the right in this case. But once again, great picture no matter what. Then we got another really cool picture, waterfall, beautiful color, very vibrant colors. It seems that you have a kind of an artifact right here. It looks almost like you tried to clone away something, and it didn't really work out quite that well, so definitely be sure to, fix that. But other than that, beautiful color, and I think the exposure time is just right, because you still have a little bit of flow, and you have it very smooth, and overall, I do like the picture a lot. Then to the fourth picture, and well, the sky looks terrible. This pink in the sky just ruins your picture completely. I don't like the orange either, because it's almost a bit greenish. It doesn't really look natural. It's too dull. Maybe try to add some more plus exposure in the oranges. But even the clouds, I think you've just edited the sky way too much. It doesn't look natural anymore. But definitely the most important thing is that you get rid of that pink. It looks terrible. And to the rest of the picture, I actually kind of like this part right here. I think you've edited that quite well. It's not overdone, very colorful, and the textures come out very good. But towards the left right here, you have once again edited way too much. You have way too much contrast, and you just lose all of this amazing detail that you, for example, have right here. So don't go as far with the editing, and I think if you would edit this picture right, you could end up with a really stunning photo. But how it is right now, it just looks very bad. And you also got a little bit of halo right there. Not too big of a thing, but you can try to fix that by grabbing an adjustment brush and just going into the minus clarity, and that might fix some of that halo. But yeah, beautiful scenery, and I think you could make a lot out of this picture, but how it is right now, it's just terrible. So let's hope that this one is a bit better, and it is by far a lot better. I love this tree right here, how it is backlit, how this light is shimmering through, very soft, very beautiful. But as I go to the left, you have this palm tree kind of cut off. I don't really like that. I think it is a good idea that you have something towards the left here to kind of, close out the picture and don't have it as empty towards the left. But you definitely have to add a little bit more of the palm tree so it doesn't look as cut off. And also, you have it not very straight, but that's a very easy and very minor thing. But the thing that really bothers me is that down here at the bay, it just looks cut off. And I've seen a lot of pictures photos of that beach. I think it's pretty famous, somewhere in California if I'm right, but of course you don't have to do it as everybody else, but just either cut something like this so it doesn't look as cut off down here, or just show me more of the actual bay. But in terms of color, in terms of lighting, editing, I think you have done a very great job. I love the overall mood and look of the picture, but just need a little bit more towards the left. Make sure that you straighten your horizon and either crop it right there or show me more of the bay. Then let's move on, and amazing color, amazing structure, beautiful clouds, and all of this color graduation, absolutely amazing. But the thing that doesn't work is the foreground, because the foreground is just so dull, it's not interesting. And I understand that this might have been in the heat of the moment, you know, you saw these amazing colors and you didn't really have time to get the perfect foreground, but it's such a shame because the rest of the picture is so amazing, so stunning, and the foreground is just very, very boring. You could try to save the picture by cropping to something like this and just have a little bit the foreground and the rest being pretty much just sky. I think that will work a lot better than it currently does. But once again, I think it's amazing color, amazing mood, just the foreground, don't like it at all. And another one right here. Oh, I mean, dodge and burning, you know, it's great that you use dodge and burning and you tried it out, but you cannot leave it like this. That doesn't look remotely natural. That doesn't really look remotely good. You have these spots of just way too much plus exposure, and it really doesn't work. You have a little bit of dodge and burning here on the house, maybe still a little bit too much, but it actually does complement the house, whereas this stuff right here just ruins your picture. It really makes it look terrible. And in terms of the overall composition, the overall framing, I don't think it's bad, but at the end it's still not really too much interest, there's not much going on, and you have this section of the sky overexposed. You definitely want to make sure that you expose properly, and if it's needed, maybe try out HDR and then stitch together the photos. But yeah, once again, don't like the picture, definitely way too much burning over here, and I just think it's not that great of a picture overall. And I think we're nearing the end. This is a really beautiful picture. Absolutely love the sky right here, beautiful colors and beautiful sun, very soft, but I love this look right here. And in terms of that foreground woods thing, I think it works really well as well. It's very beautiful, leading you into the photo, and I actually like the fact that this piece right there is out of focus. It's really helps to kind of draw you into the picture, and overall I think it's a very solid picture. The only thing that I don't really like is the sand around here, because it's just not very interesting once again. But maybe if you could have dragged this piece of wood somewhere towards the shore and get a nice wave that complements the structure and that really gives interest, it could have been an even better picture. But other than that, other than the sand around here not being super interesting, I think it's a very beautiful photo, beautifully let in, beautiful elements, and once again, definitely like the color and the overall mood of the sky. So then, another very beautiful picture at sunset. Now, you really have to look out for the exposure, because you have a lot of, in a lot of pictures, you have kind of some areas overexposed, and even though in this kind of picture it doesn't really bother me that much, you still definitely want to have all of the detail. It could look even better, and it will also help you in terms of halos on the high contrast edges. But to the actual picture, I love the color, beautiful structure in the sand. I think you did a great job, but I might have just stepped a little bit more towards the right, so this line right here would have ended more towards the left, but a very minor thing. Other than that, I think it's a great picture, and once again, really beautifully composed. So then I think we're nearing the end, that this is actually the last picture. Really beautiful. I've seen this firefall, but I still don't know where it is. Absolutely beautiful picture. I really like that you shot this towards the night time, where it's really starting to get dark and you really see this fire, this lava or whatever this is. And overall, I do like the framing. Maybe once again just get a little bit more of this tree towards the left. And I would also take away some of the green in the sky, but other than that, great picture and definitely very stunning. So these were the 10 pictures of Akshay. Thank you very much for submitting them. I think you have some amazing pictures and really a lot of talent. Just watch out with some of the editing, because you can really go too far with it, especially in this picture, way too far, as well as in this one. And yeah, other than that, I think you really have a lot of cool pictures, a lot of cool composition. And yeah, definitely keep on shooting, and I hope you could take away 1 or 2 tips from this video. As always, if you would like to submit your own pictures, then be sure to check out the link in the description below, or to click on the screen right now, and there I will explain everything on how you can submit your own photos. So that was it for today. Excuse my voice, it's really kind of muffled because it's pretty late at night and I shouldn't really do recordings at that time, but it's just the only time that I had. So thank you once again all very much for watching. Of course, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode.